Welcome back. This is the summary of Chapter 6 of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, whose title is, Work to Learn, Don't Work for Money. In this chapter, Kiyosaki introduces a powerful shift in mindset. Rather than chasing money through jobs, you should focus on learning skills that will make you wealthy in the long run. The core message: don't work for a paycheck, work for skills. From a young age, we're taught to go to school, get good grades, and find a stable job with benefits. The problem is, that path may provide security, but it often doesn't lead to wealth. Kiyosaki shares how both Rich Dad and Poor Dad gave him career advice, but from completely different mindsets. Poor Dad encouraged him to specialize in one field, climb the corporate ladder, and become a respected professional. A Rich Dad, however, advised him to learn a wide variety of skills, even if it meant starting at the bottom, working for free, or switching jobs often. Rich Dad believed that learning is more valuable than earning, especially in your early years. Why? Because money flows to those who understand how to manage it, multiply it, and communicate value effectively. And those skills are rarely taught in school. The importance of becoming multi-skilled. One of the key ideas in this chapter is the value of being multi-skilled. Kiyosaki says that one of the biggest reasons people remain stuck financially is that they only know how to do one thing well, and they cling to it for security. For example, someone might be a brilliant engineer, but if they don't understand marketing, sales, leadership, or finance, their career growth will hit a ceiling. In contrast, the rich learn multiple disciplines. They become well-rounded and know how to sell ideas, manage people, read numbers, market themselves, spot investment opportunities, lead organizations. Rich Dad used the phrase, "You need to know a little about a lot." That doesn't mean you shouldn't specialize. It means you should diversify your skill set, especially in areas that create leverage. Working for free can be more valuable than getting paid. Kiyosaki recalls a key moment in his life when Rich Dad advised him to take a job, not for the paycheck, but for the experience. He took a low-paying job at Xerox, not because he wanted to sell copiers forever, but because he wanted to learn sales. Why sales? Because it's one of the most powerful skills anyone can have. Kiyosaki emphasizes, the ability to sell, to persuade, to communicate, to influence, is one of the most critical tools in building wealth. And yet, most people shy away from sales. They're uncomfortable with rejection. They think sales is pushy or beneath them. But the rich embrace it. They know that every business rises or falls based on its ability to generate revenue, and that means selling. The problem with job security thinking. One of the major criticisms Kiyosaki has of traditional education and work culture is the obsession with job security. People spend their lives trying to get promoted, increase their salaries, protect their benefits. But in doing so, they often avoid taking risks and limit their potential. Job security keeps people dependent. It makes them afraid to venture out and create their own income streams. Kiyosaki challenges us to shift from a mindset of secure employment to one of skill building. Don't ask, how can I earn more at this job? Ask, what skills can I develop here that will help me create wealth later? Companies want specialists, the rich want generalists. Kiyosaki points out an important truth. Companies usually want people who are highly specialized. That makes sense from a business point of view. But from a personal wealth-building perspective, being too specialized can become a trap. You become dependent on one skill, one job, or one industry. When that industry collapses, or that job disappears, you're stuck. But if you've taken time to learn sales, marketing, leadership, investing, and communication, you're adaptable. You can pivot. You can spot opportunities. You can survive downturns. You can create wealth in multiple ways. Don't let ego stop you from learning. One of the biggest barriers to financial growth is the ego. People often refuse to take jobs they see as beneath them. They avoid learning new skills because they think they already know enough. They get comfortable in one role and stop growing. Kiyosaki shares that some of his most valuable experiences came from doing jobs he wasn't proud of, like working for free, learning door-to-door sales, or doing public speaking. These roles weren't glamorous, but they taught him resilience, communication, and persuasion. He urges us to swallow our pride and stay humble enough to keep learning, especially in areas we're weak. If you hate selling, learn sales. If you're afraid of public speaking, take a class. If numbers confuse you, study accounting. Specialize in learning, not just in doing. Kiyosaki tells readers that if they want to truly become wealthy, they need to shift their focus from doing a job well to learning from every experience. He gives the example of a young writer who asked him how to become a best-selling author. When he suggested she take a sales course, she was offended. She saw herself as an artist, not a salesperson. But Kiyosaki pointed out that the difference between a best-selling author and a best-writing author is sales. That doesn't mean sacrificing your art. It means learning how to deliver your art to the world in a way that brings value and income. So ask yourself, are you more focused on mastering your craft or mastering the business behind your craft? Both matter, but only one makes you rich. Work to learn, then use what you've learned to create wealth. Ultimately, the goal isn't to work forever. It's to learn what you need, then use those skills to build systems, businesses, and investments that work for you. Kiyosaki's career path was far from traditional. He worked in sales to learn how to communicate. He worked in marketing to understand branding. He learned investing by doing small real estate deals. He studied accounting to understand the numbers. He built businesses and used corporations to reduce taxes. Each step wasn't just about earning, it was about building his financial toolbox. And once he had enough tools, he could build anything. You can do the same. Final takeaways from Chapter 6. Let's recap the big lessons. 1. Don't chase jobs for the paycheck. Pursue them for the skills they teach you. 2. The rich become wealthy by being multi-skilled, not just specialized. 3. Sales, marketing, leadership, communication, and investing are essential skills to build wealth. 4. Working for free or in low-paying roles can pay off if they provide critical learning. 5. Avoid becoming too comfortable. Comfort kills growth. 6. Drop the ego. Be willing to learn anything, even if it feels beneath you. 7. Specialize in learning. Build your financial intelligence through experience. 8. Use your skills to create income-generating systems, not just salaries. If you found value in this video, hit that thumbs up button, it helps a lot. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next chapter. And comment below. Next up is Chapter 7, Overcoming Obstacles. See you in the next chapter.